of alcoholic beverages is...
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Randall R. Sadler Stadium on the campus of Earlham College as we bring you the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament. Great to have you with us. I'm Troy Naragowski. I'll be handling the play-by-play of the entire tournament from now through Championship Saturday. Today, the opening round of the three-day tournament is Earlham, the number 1 seed, will take on the number 4 seed, the defending champions of the HCAC, the Fighting Engineers of Rose-Hulman. And then Game 2 will feature the number 2 seed, Manchester, as they'll take on the 3rd-seeded Lions of Mount St. Joe. Game number 1 should be a good one. The Quakers coming in at 26-12 overall. They are 21-7, finishing out the HCAC regular season champions, and they're making their 3rd consecutive trip to the tournament, losing last year to the defending champions, Rose-Hulman. The Quakers have won 16 of their last 17 HCAC games this season. They are on a roll coming into this tournament. Meanwhile, Rose-Hulman finished 18-22 on the season, 16-11 in conference play. They're making their 4th trip to the HCAC tournament, 9th in the last 11 seasons. They, though, lost 11 of their last 13, and that was at the beginning of the season, losing 11 of 13, and then they lose 6 of their last 7 as they managed to get into the tournament, but they limped in on that, again, losing 6 of their last 7. Rose has also qualified for 7 NCAA tournaments under their head coach, Jeff Jenkins, since 2009. They've been here before. Again, they're the defending champions, and they're hoping to spoil things today for the Earlham Quakers. The Quakers will be going with their veteran today, and Howie Smith. We'll talk more about Howie coming up in just a few moments. We'll also talk about the previous meetings between these two teams this season. Quakers took 2 out of 3 over in Terre Haute. That's coming up in just a couple of moments. This, once again, is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, and this is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time, which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Back once again here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium on the campus of Earlham College. These two teams met earlier this year. The Quakers took 2 out of 3 in that opening game, a close one, 7-6. Quakers get the win. Danny Dopp, the hitting hero in that one, 3 for 4, drove in a couple of runs. Brennan Laird contributed 2 runs driven in. Nate Lynch ended up with a triple, and Eric Elkus and Cody Krumloff had 2 hits. Howie Smith got the win, 7 innings. Gave up 15 hits, though, struck out 7, and again picked up the victory there. But Rose, 16 hits, 7 different players with 2 hits each in that win. David Robeson with a triple. David Burnside hit a home run, and we also saw the starting pitcher, who we'll see today, Cody Senderhouse, took the loss. He ended up going 6 innings, giving up 6 runs, all earned, 6 strikeouts, and 3 walks in that game. Game number 2 went to Rose. They win it 8-7. Quakers had 14 hits. Brennan Laird and Danny Dopp with 3 hits each. Dopp finished with 4 runs driven in. Colin Greavy pitched that ball game 6 1/3 innings, giving up 11 hits, but it was Darian Holmes who took the loss, his first loss of the season. Rose had that big innings in 7 and 8 in that ball game. They scored 6 runs over those 2 innings. They got the win there. And again, Rose, another 14-hit attack in that ball game. Burnside had 3, Zach Trusk had 3, and Brian Thomas hit a home run. He drove in 3. Ian Grant, the starting pitcher in that one, but it was Clayton Mayfield who picked up the win with 2 innings in relief. And then in Game 3, the Quakers come back 11-5 win. They stole 9 bases in that ball game, 7 runs in the third inning. Quakers wrapped out 15 hits, led by Matt Barger and Nate Lynch, each with 3, and Eric Elkus finished with 3 runs driven in. Jordan Christian got the win as he went 7 2/3 innings for the win there. So there you have it. Those are the earlier season matchups between Rose and Earlham. Here's how things will line up today for the Fighting Engineers. Connor Shipley will lead things off. He'll be at second base. David Robeson will hit second and right field. Hitting third in center field, David Burnside. Zach Trusk will hit in the cleanup spot and catch. Drew Schnitz, the veteran, will be at shortstop. He'll hit fifth. Brian Thomas hitting sixth and DHing. Kobe Close hitting seventh at third base. Also in the lineup today will be Marcus Wecklisberger at first base, and then Logan Sheasley will be hitting ninth. He'll be in left field. So again, Shipley, Robeson, Burnside, Trusk, Schnitz, along with Thomas, Close, Wecklisberger, and Sheasley today for Rose-Hulman. For the Quakers, it'll be Nate Lynch to lead things off. He'll be in center field. Matt Barger batting second at second base. Brandon Laird hitting third, the shortstop. Eric Elkus, the cleanup hitter at first base. Addison Robertson will hit fifth and DH. Cody Krumloff batting sixth and catching. Danny Dopp batting seventh, playing third base. Isaiah Shake hitting in the number 8 hole today. He'll be in left field. And then Kendall Baker in right field. He'll bat ninth. So again for the Quakers, Lynch, Barger, Laird, Elkus, Robertson, Krumloff, Dopp, Shake, and Baker here in game number 1. We mentioned Howie Smith will be pitching today for the Quakers. And again, we'll talk about his numbers in a few moments. And for Rose-Hulman, they'll go with Cody Sunderhouse. Sunderhouse at 1-4 with an ERA of 6.04. Well, all the formalities out of the way. We're ready for game number 1. We'll come back and get this one underway coming up in just a few moments. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Hi, this is Troy Darengowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners. It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770. Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
Hey, Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Students, you'll love what your alumni office can do for you. Take advantage of career and networking opportunities on campus each year and learn about the support available to you following graduation at earlham.edu/alumni.
Back once again here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium as we get set for Game 1 of the HCAC baseball tournament. 5 games will determine a champion Saturday. And, of course, we'll have all 5 games for you right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. Howie Smith will get the start here in game number 1. And, boy, you can't say enough about how Howie has thrown this year. And he's had a great career, the all-time winning pitcher in Earlham baseball history. He'll get the ball here today. He's making his 16th appearance. This is his 10th start. He has 5 complete games, 4 in a row. Entering this one here today, 79 innings, 83 hits, 29 runs, 23 earned. 66 strikeouts and 6 walks, 8-3 on the year with an ERA of 2.62. And so here we go, Game 1. Overcast skies, a little bit cooler today, and looks like the threat of rain is not going to be bothering us too much, and we originally thought maybe it might be a factor today, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. We'll call the action down the lines. We'll go still throughout the tournament. We'll give you the dimensions of this ballpark, give you an idea of what it looks like from your vantage point and what we'll be seeing here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. Connor Shipley will lead things off. Shipley hitting .347, no home runs. He has driven in 21. It'll be Shipley, Robeson, and Burnside to lead things off. And we're underway. 12:02 is your official start time. And the first pitch on the way is in there for a strike. And a good start for the Quakers here this afternoon. We'll set that defense for you in a moment as well. Shipley, a veteran on this Rose-Hulman baseball team, and, of course, part of that championship last year. That pitch is a called strike, and Howie off to a good start, no balls, 2 strikes. Krumloff behind the plate, Elkis at first, Bargers at second, Laird at short, Dopp down at third. Here's the wind in the 0-2 pitch. It's up high. In the Quaker outfield, it'll be Shaken left, Lynch in center, Baker in right. And they will play it straight away. Virtually no wind here today as well. This pitch almost gets a piece. Remember, did it? It did. So they're going to say it caught him on the uniform. So Shipley will head down to first base. And the Fighting Engineers have a man on here in the top of the first inning. Here is David Robeson.
Now batting in the right fielder, number 37,
Davis Robeson hitting at .281, no home runs. 15 runs driven in. The left-handed hitter steps in now with a runner on base here in inning number 1. The stretch by Smith and the pitch is a breaking ball that stays up high. 1 ball and no strikes here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. 310 down the left field line with Earlham Monster there. It's 375 in the alleys, 390 in dead center, and 325 down the right field line. Rose is not a running baseball team, only 25 stolen bases this year. They've only attempted 35. The stretch once again by Smith and the pitch. And he shows bunt, snap throw to first by Krumloff, not in time. And it's 2-0 now to Robeson. Davis Robeson to look down to third as the Engineers getting a runner on base here in the top of the first inning. The stretch again by Smith. Runner takes off. Bunt is laid down, first base side. Howie comes off, flips that one to first base, so the sacrifice is successful as Robeson gets his man to second base, 1 away, and that'll bring up David Burnside. Burnside at 388 on the year.
Now to plate number 14, the center fielder, David Burnside.
7 home runs and 38 runs driven in. So now the Engineers have a runner in scoring position here in the top of inning number 1. There's a team, Rose hitting at 306. Here's the pitch on the way, and again throw down to second base, and Brandon Laird there to grab that one a little bit wide of the bag at second. We'll see Krumloff throw to any bag at any time. 1 ball, no strikes. Burnside again with those 7 home runs ahead of Brian Thomas, who has 5 for the Fighting Engineers. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's a called strike. Now we'll even things up at 1-1. Quaker outfield really doesn't do a whole lot of shifting at any time. Once in a while you'll see Nate Lynch maybe move a little bit toward right field for a left-handed hitter. The stretch in the 1-1 pitch hit foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mentioned Rose limping into the tournament, losing 6 out of their last 7. But again, everything pretty much starts over. Once you get into the tournament, anything can happen. Of course, last year the Quakers ended up losing to this Rose-Hulman team in the championship. Here's the 1-2 pitch, grounded on the left side, gets through, is diving, can't come up with it. Shipley on to third. And now we'll have runners at first and third. Here is Zach Trusk. Trusk at 377, a home run, 31 runs driven in.
Catcher number 26, Zach Trusk.
So now the Engineers, runners at first and third, still 1 away here in the top of the first inning. And Howie's set to go to work once again as the right-hander with the leg kick and the pitch, and that's a called strike. Rose averaging just over 6 runs per game coming in. They'll put some runs on the board with this lineup as that one is hit foul. And Trusk behind now, no balls and 2 strikes. Game 2 will have Mount St. Joe and Manchester. And then 3 games tomorrow beginning bright and early at 9:30. Here's the 0-2 pitch up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Shipley down to third, Burnside at first base. Howie gets the sign from Krumloff, comes set, and the pitch. That one just off the end of the bat, foul. Will stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mention Howie with the 4 straight complete games, which is virtually unheard of in any level of baseball, but he has done it in his last 4 outings. 5 complete games this year. The stretch, here's the 1-2 delivery, low and outside. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Short lead at first base by Burnside, held on there by Elkis as Howie gets the sign of the delivery on the way, just outside. And our first full count of the afternoon, 3 balls, 2 strikes, now to Trusk. Quakers many times this year, they played from behind here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium as the runner takes off. This one popped up to the right side. The second baseman, Barger, will make the catch, and getting back to the bag at first will be Burnside, and there's 2 away. That'll bring up now Drew Schnitz. Schnitz at 286, a home run. He's driven in 22. So a big out right there getting Trusk. But again, this guy right here, Schnitz, a veteran. One of those guys you love to have in your lineup. Again, the 286 average, don't let that fool you. This guy's a very good hitter. As Smith comes set and the pitch on the way, right down the middle for a strike. Quakers have played well at home, and certainly when you consider the home field advantage for a team like Earlham coming into this one. Last time that they ended up losing here at home, you have to go way back to April 1st, and that was a 5-4 loss to Franklin. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and a high fastball swung on and missed, and Schnitz behind now, no balls and 2 strikes. Well, this would be huge right here for the Quakers to get out of this without giving up a run, as Howie again gets the sign, the pitch a little bit high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, Shipley down at third, Burnside at first base. Engineers trying to get on the board first as Smith with the pitch, and this one hit foul. And we'll stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boy, you go back to the last 3 meetings between these two teams, it is very rare that both ball clubs do not get into the double-digit hit department. Doesn't mean they necessarily put up a ton of runs, but they'll hit the baseball a lot. Fly ball into right field. Baker going back on it. Kendall on the run will make the catch in the corner, and that'll do it for the Engineers here in the top of inning number 1. We head to the bottom half of the first inning. Rose-Hulman nothing. Earlham coming to bat. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
We're back once again here, the HCAC Baseball Championships right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. And now the Quakers go to work offensively, and they'll be up against a right-hander they have seen earlier this year as Cody Sunderhouse will step up here for the Fighting Engineers and get the start. His 13th appearance. He is making his 11th start, 56 2/3 innings, 61 hits. He's given up 53 runs, 38 of those earned, with 30 strikeouts and 36 walks. Sunderhouse with a 1-4 record and an ERA of 6.04. And he will be facing an Earlham lineup that has been lethal here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. Nate Lynch, the all-time hits leader at Earlham College, leading the HCAC in hitting. 46 stolen bases. He is number 1 in the country in stolen bases in Division III. Hitting .420 on the year, and the pitch is low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Lynch also 29 runs driven in from the top of the order. Sunderhouse with the sign and the pitch. That's a called strike. Defensively for the Fighting Engineers, Truscott behind the plate. Here's the next pitch on the way, and a breaking ball falls in for strike 2. Wexelberger is down at first base. At second base, Shipley. Schnitz is at short, close down at third. Here's the pitch. And it's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes in the outfield. In left field today for the Engineers, Sheasley in center, Burnside, Robeson in right. This one popped up to the left side, close in foul territory. Will squeeze that one. There's 1 away. And that'll bring up Matt Barger.
Now batter, the second baseman.
Matt, 323 on the year.
Barger.
3 home runs. He has driven in 23. He, too, has 23 stolen bases. Quakers coming into this one here today with An incredible amount of stolen bases, 145 on the year. Sunderhouse's pitch in there for a strike, and he quickly jumps ahead at 0-1. And there's no doubt about it. You're going to win this tournament. You're going to have to stay ahead of the hitters throughout the entire 5 games. Here's the 0-1. Hit foul. Good cut there by Barger. And Matt's quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Barger, converted outfielder, getting the start again at second base, has been very solid there. Here's the wind and the 0-2 pitch, and that one hits him on the arm. Ouch. So now we've seen each team with a hit batter, and that'll bring up Brandon Laird. That one hits Matt Barger. Looked like it got him on the tricep on that left arm. Now the Quakers have a man on. Again, here, talk about Nate Lynch and his ability to steal bases. You again have Matt Barger with 23, and Brandon Laird will now step up, a .331 hitter. The pitch on the way, hit well into left field, and this one will get over the head of the left fielder. Sheasley can't come up with it. Heading to third will be Barger. The throw not in time, and now runners at second and third for the Quakers here in the first inning. That one stung by Laird. Barger had to wait to see if that ball was going to be caught. He was late getting into the third, and there is Eric Elkis.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 19, Eric Elkis.
So now the Quakers pick up their first base hit. Elkis, 8 home runs, 48 runs driven in. He's hitting at .346, and he's been hitting the ball well here at the end of the year. He'd gone into a little bit of a mini slump in the power department, and then all of a sudden he came alive in the last 3 games of the season. So short meeting with Trusk and Sunderhouse. So Elka steps in. Again, runners at second and third. The infield will be medium depth. Here's the pitch, and it's low and inside, ball 1. Elkis in his last 3 games hit 2 home runs the opposite way. The stretch and the pitch is a breaking ball. Fly ball nearly gets a bird on the way up. This one high in the air is Burnside in center. Will make the catch. Heading toward the plate as they'll throw behind the runner, and the Quakers get on the board first. Elkis driving in his 49th run of the year. And now 2 away. And here's Addison Robertson.
Number 31, Addison Robertson.
So Elkis, credit for the sacrifice fly, will drive in the game's first run. Robertson, 272, 3 home runs. He has driven in 22. Runner at second base, and the pitch is low for a ball. So the Quakers get on the board first here this afternoon in our opening game of the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament. Sunderhouse gets the sign from Trusk as he comes set, checks the runner in the pitch. Low and inside. Trusk able to run that down, no advancement. And, of course, Brandon Laird never afraid to take a chance at third base, so they know they'll have to keep an eye on him at second. 2 balls, no strikes now to Robertson. Sunderhouse now with a pitch. It's low and inside, 3 balls, no strikes. Boy, Robertson, just a freshman's had a nice year. Boy, you talk about the amount of freshmen, Dopp, Shake. They've all contributed, that pitching staff as well. The stretch, and the 3-0 pitch on the way, and that's a called strike. 3-1 now to Robertson. Sunderhouse shaking off a couple of signs. He and Trusk now can't get together, so as you would expect, Robertson will call time. The stretch again by Sunderhouse, and the pitch on the way is a breaking ball. That falls in for a strike. And after falling behind at 3-0, we'll go full count now to Addison Robertson. Sunderhouse just off to the side of that pitching rubber. That's going to be fouled off as Trusk can't hold on, so Addison will get another chance. Foul tipped by Robertson. Cody Krumloff, the veteran catcher, standing on deck. He's hoping to get a chance to hit here in the first inning. The stretch by the right-hander, checking the runner, and the pitch is a breaking ball, hit right back to the screen. And we'll stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sunderhouse gets the sign again from Trusk. Here's the pitch, and another breaking ball, and caught by the first baseman on the dive. Boy, nice job by Wechselberger as he caught that one. Stretched out completely, robbing Robertson of a base hit, and potentially a run for the Quakers here in the first inning. But Earlham gets on the board first. We will head to inning number 2 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers lead this one 1-0.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. WetzelAuto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. WetzelAuto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. WetzelAuto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. WetzelAuto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
We head to inning number 2. It's Thomas, Close, and Wechselberger. Thomas, 307, 5 home runs. He has driven in 25. 1-0 Quakers on top. Game 1 of the HCAC baseball tournament, and that pitch a little bit off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Thomas DHing here this afternoon. Another left-handed bat here for the Fighting Engineers. There's a swing, and that one fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Howie gets the sign. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Just a little bit outside, 2-1. He's not missing by much. Howie ready to go to work again. Swing and a miss. One thing about Howie, he only took a couple of warm-up pitches, and he was ready to go, and he's now in a little bit of a rhythm here early in this one. Gets the sign and just throws. Really trusting his catcher, Cody Krumloff. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch on the way, popped up foul. Another good cut by Brian Thomas. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Hit well into right field. That's a base hit. Thomas will make the big turn as Kendall Baker able to run that one down. Second base hit now for the Fighting Engineers, and they'll have a man on now here in the second inning. That'll bring up Kobe Close. Close at 265, no home runs. He has driven in 20. Close out of Buena Vista, Colorado.
The third baseman, number 13, Kobe Close.
Close, the number 7 hitter, will step in from the right side as Howie Smith set to go to work. Once again here in the second inning. Short lead by Thomas at first. The pitch on the way. In there for a strike. Howie shaking off the sign that time from Krumloff. Now is ready to go. The stretch. Still using that high leg kick as that pitch in there for a strike, 0-2, and Howie will go with a slide step if he knows there is a runner at first base that has stolen base potential, but that's not the case for Brian Thomas. Here's the pitch, and it's up high with a fastball. And the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Howie gets the sign to check the runner. And the pitch on the way, hit foul. Well, we're hoping at some point some of these high clouds will move out of here and try to get some sunshine here at some point today. Of course, we're expected to be nice tomorrow into Saturday. Again, Howie set to throw. And the pitch on the way is grounded foul, third base side. So close. Battling here in the second inning. We love to see a hitter that can foul a few pitches off and then try to get the one pitch he wants to have and drive it for a base hit. The stretch by Smith and the pitch missed high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Of course, Brian Thomas won't wander very far down there at first base, knowing that Cody Krumloff, and he can throw to any base, as we mentioned. Great arm behind the plate. Here's the pitch on the way. Hit foul. Another good cut by Kobe Close. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Rose-Hulman third baseman. The stretch. And the pitch. Hit to the right side. That'll get through for a base hit. Thomas almost made the turn down at second. He nearly fell down. He will stay at second base, so consecutive hits now by the Fighting Engineers. That's their third base hit overall. And that'll bring up now Marcus Wechselberger. 299 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 16.
Now at the plate, the first baseman, number 29.
Wechselberger is out of Powell, Ohio. .6'3", 200. So now the Engineers runners at first and second. Smith will turn and look the runner back, though no movement by the shortstop Laird. Barger started to make the move over. Second straight inning now that the Fighting Engineers have had runners on base, 2 runners on base, in fact. The stretch and the pitch. That one drops in for a strike. All 0-1 to Wechselberger. The stretch once again by Smith. The check the runner at second. And he'll come home with a pitch, and that one is in there for a strike as Wechselberger showing bunt. And he's behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Quakers lead it 1-0 as we play here in the second, but now Rose-Hulman threatening here in inning number 2 as Smith set to throw and the pitch is up high. And we'll get a 1 ball, 2 strikes. Howie got out of that jam in the first inning. Runners at first and third, got the next 2 hitters. Here's the pitch on the way, bouncing in front of Krumloff, and he's able to knock it down. And we'll go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. He got Trusk to pop up to second base, and then Drew Schnitz flew out to right field to end the inning. Howie gets the sign from Krumloff. We'll look at the runner at second. And the pitch on the way to the plate, grounded back to Howie. He'll throw to second, and that's off the mark. No one there to receive the baseball as Thomas will score. Heading to second base will be Wechselberger. On to third is Close. And we've tied this ball game up here in the second inning. That'll be an error. I believe they're going to call that on the shortstop, Brennan Laird. Here's Sheasley. So the Quakers commit an error, and the ball game's tied. Here's the pitch, and it's in there for a strike. I'm not sure if, for Brannon, why he was late getting to the bag. He apparently thought that maybe Barger was going to come over, but either way, it'll be an error for the Quakers here in the second inning, and a run scores. Could have been the end of the, at least gotten the 2 runners, made it 2 away. 1 ball, 1 strike, and you would have had just a runner down at third base and Brian Thomas. 2 outs, but now you have no outs and runners at first and third. Smith will come set. Here's the pitch. Grounded toward the third baseman. They'll throw to first, and a run will score. Heading to third in time will be Wechselberger, and the Fighting Engineers have now taken a 2-1 lead. Still just 1 away. Here is Shipley now at the top of the order. Shipley hit by a pitch, stranded at third in the first inning.
Now batting the second baseman, number 12, Connor Shipley.
The stretch by Smith. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Well, if there is one Achilles heel for Earlham, at least this year, it has been defensively. They've had some lapses, not so much the ability to throw the baseball, it's just the ability at times to catch the ball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Shipley. Wechselberger down at third base, the stretch by Smith, and the pitch. Hit foul to the right. And we'll go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And now we start to see the wind pick up a little bit. Blowing in from center field. Smith again set to throw. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, shallow right field. Coming over will be Baker. He'll make the catch. Runner at third will tag. The throw to the plate. And did they get him? No. 3-1, sacrifice fly, and 2 away here in the inning, and Shipley will drive in the run. That'll bring up Davis Robeson.
Now batting, number 37, the right fielder, Davis Robeson.
Robeson sacrificed in the first inning. 3 runs on 3 hits now for the Fighting Engineers, as that will be bunted foul by Robeson. No balls and a strike. Smith gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And it's low and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. So now the Quakers will have to come from behind yet again here early in this one, as that pitch low and inside, 2 balls and a strike. Well, you knew the defending champions wouldn't come in here and lay down for the Quakers this afternoon. That's a ground ball to Laird at short. Throw to first is a little bit wide, but it looks like first baseman Elkis will stay on the bag, and that will do it for Rose-Hulman here in the second inning. But they will pick up 2 more runs, take that back 3 runs in the inning, and we will head to the bottom half of inning number 2.
3 runs,
Quakers trail this one 3-1. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
We head to the bottom half of inning number 2. It'll be Krumloff, Dopp, and Hcac for Earlham. Now the Quakers will have to go back on offense, try to get something going after giving up 3 runs in the top of this inning. Cody at .311 on the year, 3 home runs. He has driven in 30. Sunderhouse's pitch swung on and hit foul. No balls and a strike. Here's the wind and the pitch. Inside, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch on the way is a breaking ball low. 2 balls and a strike. Outfield straight away. Sunderhouse with a pitch, and he missed low again, 3-1. Quakers have played from behind. Nothing new to them here at this ballpark. Many times they have rallied from early deficits and middle inning deficits. Their offense is so potent. Here's the 3-1. Back up the middle. That's a base hit. So Krumloff will pick up the Quakers' second hit. Earlham now with a man on here in the second inning for Danny Dopp.
The third baseman, number 7, Danny Dopp.
Boy, Danny's had a nice year as a freshman, .338, a home run. He has driven in 30. So for the second straight inning, Quakers with a man on. Sunderhouse with a pitch. His breaking ball missing here in the second inning. As that pitch low, 1 ball, no strikes. Krumloff is not a huge stolen base threat, but he's been known to take off now and then as this one is hit high in the air to right field. Robeson will wait for this one to come down, make the catch, and Krumloff back to first, and there's one away. And here's Isaiah Hcac.
Now at the plate, the
Hcac as well.
33, Isaiah Hcac.
Had a pretty good freshman season, .313, no home runs. He has driven in 22. So now 1 away here in the bottom of the second, throw to first. Krumloff on the year, 3 stolen bases in just 4 attempts. Sunderhouse comes set. This one hit back up the middle. That's a base hit. Krumloff makes the big turn, retreats back to second. So now Kendall Baker steps up. Quakers with their third hit, now 2 runners on.
The right fielder, number 1, Kendall Baker.
Baker, .276 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 19, and now the question is, will the Fighting Engineers bring the third baseman close? A little bit closer, and he looks like he's going to come in a few steps. In fact, in front of the bag down at third. And Kendall Baker has been known to lay down the bunt pretty consistently for base hits. The stretch by Sunderhouse. Check of the runner in the pitch. He'll show bunt, third base side, but bunts it foul. No balls and a strike now to Baker. Nate Lynch on deck. 1 away here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch on the way. Grounded first base side. Sunderhouse coming over, and the throw is wide at first base as the first baseman, Wechselberger, fell down on his way to the bag. Everybody is safe, and the bases are now loaded. Here's Nate Lynch.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2.
And they're going to go ahead and score that a base hit. So the 4th hit now by the Quakers. 3 in the inning. Lynch is 0 for 1. Nate popped up his first time up. Chance to get the Quakers right back in this one as that pitch is low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, I'll tell you what, Sunderhouse had to come off that mound pretty quickly, and I think he might have saw his first baseman fall down as that pitch low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. In fact, I was watching over there, and Wechselberger went down. Some of the players may not be used to playing on those rubber cleats that they use here on this turf. The stretch and the pitch. This one hit into center field. Burnside on the run. He'll make the catch. Runners will tag at second and third, and sliding in safely will be Isaiah Shake at third base as the Quakers score a run. Nate Lynch will get credit for an RBI. So 2 away, and here's Matt Barger.
Now batting the second baseman, number 20, Matt Barger.
Well, Matt's still a chance here to tie this ball game as he took one for the team in the first inning. So now the Quakers scoring in the first 2 innings. Step in the look back. Well, you kind of had the feeling in the way that the previous games have gone as the throw goes to first. And, of course, Baker, 15 stolen bases, and they'll try to send him, I'm sure, if they get an opportunity. I really didn't think this game was going to be a low-scoring affair or a low-hitting affair. The pitch. Up high, snap, throw down to first, and got him. So Baker thrown out at first base, and that'll do it for the Quakers. They will not get a chance to add another run. But they do pick up 1 here in the bottom half of inning number 2. We'll head to the top of the 3rd. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Rose-Hulman on top of this one, 3-2. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament. For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994. HCAC Baseball Tournament action brought to you by Square Donuts of Richmond. Whether it's a delicious breakfast, afternoon treat, or midnight snack, everyone loves the taste of Square Donuts of Richmond. Enjoy their huge cinnamon rolls or any of the other crowd favorites, including maple bacon, strawberry cheesecake, Oreo cream, pumpkin spice, and more. And, of course, they have the #1 glazed donut in the entire state. Proud to be your favorite donut shop. Home to the best donuts in town. The only squares around. Square Donuts of Richmond.
14, David Burnside.
There you heard it. David Burnside will lead things off here in the top of the 3rd. 3-2. Rose-Hulman on top. Burnside, Trusk, and Schnitz all due up. As Smith with the pitch. Popped him up right field. Routine play here for Kendall Baker as he waits for this one to come down, makes the catch, and there's 1 away. Well, you'd love to see a quick inning if you're an Earlham fan, and especially the way that the Quakers gave up those 3 runs in the 2nd inning. Here is Zach Trusk.
26, Zach Trusk.
Trusk 0 for 1. Smith will get the sign. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. Howie gets the sign again from Krumloff. The pitch on the way. Line back up the middle, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. So Trusk will pick up the 4th hit now for the Fighting Engineers, and they will have a man on. Here's Drew Schnitz. Schnitz flew out to right field in the first inning.
Drew Schnitz.
Now Rose-Hulman now with runners on base in all 3 innings. That pitch is a called strike. Each team now with 4 hits. Howie shakes off that sign. Now will come Sat, the pitch. That drops in for another strike. So far, he has had control of that breaking ball. Fastball's been a little bit off the mark at times. Other than that, boy, you go back to the one error made. That's been the difference. That pitch up high as Krumloff set to throw. And we'll go to 1 ball, 2 strikes. The error made in the second inning, in which Howie had a chance to turn the double play and nobody was at the bag in time. Here's your 1-2 pitch on the way. Took something off that one. And that'll even the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Short lead by Trusk at first. Schnitz back in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Right back up the middle, and knocking it down will be Barger on to first, double play. A 1-4-6-3 double play, and that'll do it here in the top of the 3rd. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 3. Rose-Hulman on top of this one, 3-2 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
The 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament brought to you in part by Harrington Oak Insurance. At Harrington Oak, they spend every day working to make our community better, safer, and more enjoyable because their focus is on insurance, and that's it. They're on top of industry changes and are a one-stop shop for all your insurance needs, whether it's business, personal life, or health. That's why when it comes to protecting you and what's important to you, Harrington Hoke insures it. Give them a call at 962-9502 or go to their website, harringtonhoke.com, for more information. Well, the Quakers get out of that inning with a nice double play that nearly took the arm off of pitcher Howie Smith. I don't know how he got out of the way, but he just glanced that ball and enough where Matt Barger could get a glove on it. And speaking of Matt, he was at the plate when Kendall Baker was thrown out at first base. Matt was hit by a pitch, scored a run in the first inning. Quakers trail at 3-2 as Sunderhouse set to throw. And the right-hander's pitch is on the way, and it's low for a ball. Each team with 4 hits as we play here in the bottom of inning number 3. Sunderhouse with that high leg kick, and that one will be fouled off. Barger got just a piece of it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Game 2 again, Manchester and Mount St. Joe. Manchester, the number 2 seed. The Lions, the number 3 seed. That one drops low. 2 balls and a strike. As we mentioned, tomorrow there will be 3 games. That first game will begin bright and early at 9:30. The 2-1 pitch. There's a nice breaking ball. And we're knotted at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The break-even pitch on the way. That's low. Sunderhouse shakes off the sign, gets the one he wants. Here's the payoff pitch on the way, and this one hit well into left center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Burnside over to cut it off, heading to second, and sliding in will be Barger with a double. I'll tell you what, give Matt Barger some credit right there. Because I'll tell you what, Burnside got to that ball pretty quickly in left center field, and how he got to second base, I'm not sure, because Burnside got there pretty fast. Here is Brennan Laird. Second double now for the Quakers. Hit number 5. Shortstop will come in. That is Drew Schnitz. Also, Trusk will head out and talk with Sunderhouse. So Matt Barger's been on base twice. Well, a case right there where Matt Barger just decided he was going to get a double out of it, and he did, despite Burnside playing that one almost perfectly. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's inside for a ball. Laird doubled back in the first inning. Brennan, a .331 hitter. The stretch again by Sunderhouse. A check the runner, and the breaking ball this time falls in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Quakers with the tying run now down at second base. Game 1 of the 2017 HCAC baseball tournament. The stretch and the pitch. It's low. He has thrown now 3 straight breaking pitches to Brennan Laird. 2 balls and a strike. Sunderhouse gets the sign. Here's the pitch. That one ripped but foul. And we'll go to 2-2. Laird guessed right. Just guessed a little bit early. 3 umpires now for the HCAC baseball tournament. Generally, we see 2 during the regular season. Barger getting a lead down at second base. Schnitz right behind him. The stretch by Sunderhouse and the pitch, and he reached out for a bad ball right there. And heading to third will be Barger. He is in safe. So Laird is a strikeout victim. Route number 1, Barger advancing on the throw. Here's Elkis. And so 1 away, and Elkis sacrificing an RBI back in the first inning. Now has a chance to drive in his 50th run of the year right here. Long look this time by Sunderhouse into Trusk. The stretch and the pitch. There's a breaking ball in there for a strike. Elkis, of course, being a big power hitter, will see plenty of breaking pitches. Sunderhouse will look at third. The pitch. That one low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. We go back to the last series of the year for the Quakers in which they swept Hanover, and that's where Elkis got hot again. 3 home runs. The pitch is low. 2 balls and a strike. 2 of those went the opposite way. He blasted one to the .375 mark in left center field, just to the right of the Earlham monster. That was a towering shot. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. Off the end of the bat to the right side. It's going to score the tying run. And the Quakers tie this ball game at 3 apiece. 2 away now here in the bottom of the third inning. There is the 50th run driven in by Eric Elkis.
Now to plate number 31.
Here is Addison Robertson. By the way, Matt Barger's 18th double of the season sets a single-season record for doubles. That broke Jake Carr's record back in 2007 as that pitch, he is outside for a ball. So another record set by this Earlham offense. Jake Carr had 17 doubles back in 2007. That pitch in there for a strike. We saw earlier, of course, with Nate Lynch getting the all-time hit record. Here's your 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Robertson swung at a pitch outside the strike zone. It's 2-1. Jake Carr saw his hit record disappear as well by Nate Lynch. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way, and the fastball way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Robertson lined out his first time up. That was Wechselberger's a nice play he made. Ground ball right back to Sunderhouse. He will flip on to first, and that'll do it for the Quakers here in the 3rd inning. But for the 3rd straight inning, Quakers pick up a run. They tie the ball game. As we head to the top of the 4th on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, we're tied at 3 apiece. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament.
There's one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Into the 4th inning, tied at 3. Brian Thomas will lead things off here for the Fighting Engineers. Game 1 of the HCAC Baseball Tournament. Thomas singled and scored his last time up. Swings at the first pitch, pops it up as Brennan Laird, the shortstop. He will wait for that one. That shows you how high that was hit in the air. So Thomas 1 out. And that'll bring up Kobe Close. Close singled and scored in the 2nd inning. Part of that 3-run inning for Rose-Hulman. Smith set to throw. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Close really battled a lot. Got the 2-2 count. Fouled off several pitches in the 2nd inning before getting a hit. Ground ball toward Laird. He'll take it on the 2nd hop. Throw to first, 2 away. Here's Wechselberger. Now, Howie, for those of you that have seen Howie throw, he gets stronger as the game goes along. That's why he has 5 complete games. He's been very consistent from his standpoint and maybe getting off to a little bit of a slow start, but then really starting to get into a rhythm. Let's see if he'll do it again here today. Pitch is in there for a strike. Wechselberger reached on a fielder's choice. He was part of that error in which the Engineers ended up scoring 3 runs. That pitch is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Smith set to throw on the pitch. Well, that's a nice pitch right there. 1-2. Howie generally around the play, as we said, coming into this one, just 6 walks all season long. Here's the pitch. Grounded toward Laird, the shortstop. He will field and throw. And a 1-2-3 inning for Smith and the Quakers here in the 4th inning. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 4 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We're tied at 3. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
The 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, just $3.50. With it being Thursday, it's the Italian BMT, Friday the tuna, and Saturday the Black Forest ham. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Krumloff, Dopp, and Shake all do up. Good one going here between the Quakers and the Engineers in game number 1. Cody singled and scored in the second inning. Both bullpens quiet for the moment as Sunderhouse set to throw, and this one hit hard toward the second baseman. Shipley will take that on one hop, 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 4th. Here's Danny Dopp.
Coming to the plate, the third baseman, number 7.
Danny's 0 for 1. He flew out to right field in the second inning. Hear that wind every once in a while blowing around home plate. Here's the pitch. Though I don't think it's going to be much of a factor here today. Very lightly blowing out in center field. It was blowing straight in at one point, now blowing a little bit toward right field. May help a left-handed hitter at some point. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Popped up foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. One away here in the 4th. Here is the pitch by Sunderhouse, and it's low. He's been missing. When he misses with his breaking ball, he's been missing low. 2-1 now to Dopp. 3:38 coming in. The 2-1 pitch. Low and outside, 3-1. Isaiah Shake on deck. Outfield straight away. The 3-1 pitch is a fastball outside, and that'll be a walk. Quakers now with base runners in all 4 innings. Here's Isaiah Shake. He singled.
Now batting the left fielder, number 33, Isaiah
back in the second inning. He was left stranded at third base when Kendall Baker got picked off at first base. Isaiah, 300 hitter as well, just up and down this Earlham lineup with 300-plus hitters. The stretch and the pitch. Ground ball left side. Schnitz backhands, throws to second, on to first, and not in time. Nice play by the shortstop, Drew Schnitz, and that shows you what a veteran he is. Shake will reach on the fielder's choice, so now 2 away.
The right fielder, number 1.
Here's Kendall Baker. Now, Schnitz has been around a long time, so you would expect nothing less from the Rose-Hulman shortstop and his abilities defensively. Here's the stretch by Sunderhouse in the pitch. It's outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Baker singled in the second inning, and again was picked off at first base by Trusk. Quick throw to first and almost got another one as Shake barely got back in time. Good move that time by Sunderhouse. Quakers now with 5 base hits. The pitch, grounded up the middle. Schnitz will step on the bag himself, get the out right there, and the Quakers go easily here in the 4th inning. We will head to the top half of inning number 5 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers and the Engineers tied at 3. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all handpicked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarSales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars.
Earlham Baseball being brought to you by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, and colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-3400 for more information. Tied at 3, we will head to the top half of the 5th. Sheasley will lead things off. We'll go Sheasley, Shipley, and Robeson, 9, 1, and 2 for the Engineers. Sheasley 0 for 1. And the first pitch by Howie's on the way. Bunted third base side, but bunted foul. Again, both bullpens are quiet. Both these guys, Sunderhouse and Smith, pitching well so far through the first 4 innings. Sheasley at 243 coming in. Shows bunt again as that pitch low and outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Earlham outfield straight away for the right-handed hitting Sheasley. Grounded toward the third baseman. Nice job by Dopp to backhand and throw. He took that off the hop. I thought maybe that was going to eat him up right there, but he was in position to make the catch and the throw. There's 1 away. And that'll bring up now Connor Shipley. It's a pretty good play that time by Dopp.
Second baseman Connor Shipley.
Of course, coming off this turf, you get a natural hop, but that one skipped a little bit higher than I thought it would. Here's the pitch. And it's low for a ball. Shipley hit by pitch in the first inning. Picked up a sacrifice fly in the second. The 1-0 delivery on the way. Hit to right field just over Elkis at first. So Shipley picks up a base hit here in the 5th inning. Base hit number 5 now for the Engineers. That'll bring up Davis Robeson. Robeson 0 for 1 with a sacrifice.
Number 37, Davis Robeson.
So let's see if Shipley will try to get something going down at first here for the Engineers. The stretch. And he'll take off immediately, grounded right back to Smith. He'll take a look. His only play was at first base. And thanks to Shipley getting that nice jump, he will advance on to second now with 2 outs. Howie does his job, fields his position for the second out. Here's David Burnside. Burnside again with his home run hitting power, 7 home runs on the year. He's 1 for 2 today, a single back in the first inning. Smith set to throw on the pitch is a breaking ball that stays inside. Burnside is out of Northbrook, Illinois. Just a sophomore. Howie will have Krumloff go through his signs once again. And again, Shipley with the lead at second base. The stretch and the pitch. Good cut, hit foul. Burnside had a home run cut there. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Howie set to throw as he comes set. Not even a look at second base, and the breaking ball high and inside. 2 balls and a strike. Howie looking back at Brandon Laird, who will give the sign on whether they'll throw to second base or not. Howie didn't even take a look the last time. This time he'll take a peek. And here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit foul, and another good cut by Burnside. He's had 2 pretty good looks. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Smith will get the sign again as he will check the runner at second. Here's the pitch on the way, and the breaking ball low and outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Howie once again with a payoff pitch, and he lost him. A rare walk by Howie Smith. And now the Engineers have runners at first and second, and here's Zach Trusk.
Coming to the plate, the
Trusk
catcher,
1 for 2.
26, Zach Trusk.
Trusk singled in the third inning. And again, Rose-Hulman with runners at first and second. The stretch in the pitch. There's a strike. By the way, that walk only the 7th of the entire season by Howie Smith. Howie has thrown now 80, just over 84 innings. There's another strike. And Trusk quickly behind it, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And again, 2 runners on here for Rose-Hulman. The stretch and the delivery. Outside, 1-2. Each team again with 5 base hits as Trusk will step in. Here's the pitch on the way. Got him. Nice pitch again by Howie Smith, and the Engineers will leave a couple of runners on here in the top of the 5th inning. We'll head to the bottom half of inning number 5 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We're tied at 3. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
We will head to the bottom half of inning number 5, tied at 3 apiece. Quakers will go with Lynch, Barger, and Laird. This is where the Quakers hope to get things started offensively when you have guys like Lynch at .420 leading the HCAC in hitting. Then Barger and Laird right behind him, plus they love to steal bases. But so far they have not been able to get on track here today in the stolen base department. Here's Sunderhouse's first pitch, and it's low for a ball. 46 stolen bases on the year now for Nate Lynch. Here's the wind and the delivery on the way. It's up high, 2-0. He is #1 in the NCAA Division III in stolen bases. Just 4 away from 50. Here's the 2-0 delivery. Grounded to the right side. First baseman will field, and a close play at first, and they got him covering the bag. Sunderhouse, nice job as Wexelberger made a nice toss. There is 1 away. That'll bring up Matt Barger.
20, Matt Barger.
Matt again doubled his last time up. He has scored 2 runs. Hit by a pitch back in the first inning. Sunderhouse set to throw, and his pitch on the way is a breaking ball in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Fly ball. Shallow center coming in as Burnside. He'll make the catch, 2 away. And here's Brendan Laird.
Coming to the plate, the shortstop, number 17, Brennan Laird.
Now, Quakers still unable to get this offense rolling the way they've been used to doing here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. They're averaging 8.2 runs coming into this one here today. Their on-base percentage at .388. Their slugging percentage at .441, but Sunderhouse has done his job. That pitch in there for a strike. Quakers 16-3 at home this year. They've won 7 straight. The 0-1 pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. They're also averaging nearly 4 stolen bases a game. Pitch again in the dirt, 2-1. But they've been minimized here today offensively. Again, with just the 5 base hits and so far no stolen bases. They had 9 in the last game against Rose-Hulman in their win. And they won the series 2-1. That breaking ball hit foul. Trusk will give it a look, and that will go out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, in tournament time, it's always pretty much an idea that if you can get some pretty good pitching, it'll contain good hitting, and so far that's been the case for Sunderhouse here today. The break-even pitch on the way, grounded to the right side. Wechselberger diving, he'll have to hurry, and another bang-bang play, but a nice play by Wechselberger. Sunderhouse covering the bag, and that will do it for the Quakers here in the 5th inning. We will head to the top half of inning number 6 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We're tied at 3 apiece. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
HCAC Baseball being brought to you by Square Donuts of Richmond. Whether it's a delicious breakfast, afternoon treat, or a midnight snack, everyone loves the taste of Square Donuts of Richmond. Enjoy their huge cinnamon rolls or any of the other crowd favorites, including maple bacon, strawberry cheesecake, Oreo cream, and pumpkin spice, and more. And, of course, they have the #1 donut in the state, the Square Glazed. Proud to be your favorite donut shop, home to the best donuts in town and the only squares around, Square Donuts of Richmond. Schnitz, Thomas, and Close all due up. As we move on to inning number 6, Schnitz 0 for 2. And Howie Smith set to throw, and the first pitch on the way, and it's in there for a strike. Everything even other than the 1 error by the Quakers, 3 and 5 across the board. The wind and the delivery, and that's in there for a strike. Nice breaking pitch by Howie Smith. And it's no balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch on the way, grounded foul. Schnitz flew out back in the first inning, grounded into a double play in the 3rd. No balls and 2 strikes now to Schnitz. Here's the wind and the pitch. Boy, that's awful close, a little bit low, 1 and 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way, grounded toward the third baseman, Dopp. And his throw to first, very close play, but Schnitz out, number 1 here in the 6th inning. That'll bring up Brian Thomas. Thomas singled in the 2nd, flew out in the 4th.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 34, Brian Thomas.
Only 1-2 hits for Rose-Hulman since that 2nd inning. And that pitch is outside, 1-0. Rose got a single in the first inning, and they picked up again 2 more hits in the second. It's been a little bit dry for them over the last couple of innings as the pitch is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the wind and the 2-0 delivery on the way. Hit foul. Just 2 base runners now for the Engineers over the last 2 1/3 innings. Popped him up high in the air again. We saw this earlier when he popped up to Brennan Laird. This will be the first baseman, Elkis, to make the catch. And with 2 away, here's Kobe Close. Well, when Thomas hits it in the air, he hits it a mile high. Close singled in the second, grounded out in the fourth. Here's the pitch by Smith, and this one hit into right field. That'll be a base hit. So Close, his second hit. Hit number 6 now for the Engineers, and Rose-Hulman now with a man on here in inning number 6. Here is Wechselberger. Wechselberger 0 for 2 with a run scored.
Now batting the first baseman, number 29, Marcus Wechselberger.
Howie set to throw as the pitch on the way is in there for a strike. Short lead by Close down at first base. Again, they're not a running baseball team. Howie once again this time will throw to first base. Quakers by far, if you look at all the teams that are in this tournament, they by far have the most stolen bases, and they lead that category. No one will come even remotely close. Runner first takes off. That one hit foul by Wechselberger. Good jump by Close. No balls and 2 strikes now to Wechselberger. See if Close will try to get a jump again at first base. Short lead. And the pitch. It's low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Close again, not on the green. Generally, that's a pretty good idea if you have a decent lead. He's still short by about a step. Here's the stretch, the pitch. Grounded to Laird, the shortstop. He will throw to first, and that'll do it. For the Engineers here in the 6th inning, they'll leave a man on. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 6 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We're tied at 3 apiece. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
I am your physician.
I am your caregiver.
I am your spiritual support.
I am here to help you be independent
and achieve your optimal health.
But I am also a cancer survivor.
I am living with diabetes.
I am a chef.
And an artist.
I am your neighbor.
I am the face of Reed Health.
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 Reed Health, right beside you.
We head to the bottom half of inning number 6. Quakers will send Elkis, Robertson, and Krumloff to the plate so far for the right-hander. For Rose-Hulman has done his job. Cody Sunderhouse coming in with an ERA of 6.04, but Quakers have not been able to master him yet. There's a swing and a miss. Elkis has driven in a couple of runs today, but 0 for 1 with a sacrifice. Sunderhouse set to throw the 0-1 pitch. Took something off that one, hit foul. And Eric quickly behind at 0-2. You kind of expect at some point this offense is going to get going. They've had a slow start in the last few games. That one hit high in the air. Right fielder Robeson coming in. Of course, that one hit a mile high as well. He'll make the catch, and there's one away. We've seen some pretty high fly balls here this afternoon. So with one out, here's Addison Robertson.
Now at the plate, the designated hitter, number
Even though the Quakers, again, have won 7 in a row, you look at all the games they have played, and you think about the Hanover series, the most they scored in that was 6. Here's the pitch on the way. Robertson lines this one into center field. Burnside is there, 2 away. And here's Cody Krumloff. Quakers had a good offensive series against Transylvania, in which they scored 26 runs in the 3 games, but then held to 15 against Hanover. And really, in most of those 3 games, they had to battle from behind at some point. As Sunderhouse set to throw, and that pitch is outside for a ball. But again, the offense early in the 3 games against Hanover, they just didn't get things rolling. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's low. Two balls and no strikes. The 2-0 delivery on the way is way outside, 3-0. That pitch low and away, so a 2-out walk given up to Cody Krumloff. Quakers have a man on, and that'll bring up Danny Dopp.
Number 7, the third baseman, Danny Dopp.
That is just the second walk given up now by Sunderhouse. Dopp was a walk victim in the 4th. The pitch, fly ball into right field. This could do it right here. Robeson makes the catch, and the Quakers again out easily here in the 6th inning as they'll leave a man on. We will head to the top half of inning number 7 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Tied at 3. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament.
The last time I was in for service at Best One, I let Roger know my brakes were squeaking. So they checked them out, and Roger told me it was just a little moisture. Not to worry, everything was fine. Well, that was just the reassurance I needed. I trust the team at Best One, just like I trust my own dad.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark. At Best One Tire and Service, we only fix what needs to be fixed. When your car or truck leaves our shop, the service you request will be done right. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
At Richmond Power and Light, we're committed to Richmond. We've been a part of this community for over 114 years. We're not part of some big energy conglomerate, and we don't answer to out-of-town stockholders. Instead, we are accountable to you. And just like you, we want what's best for our hometown. That means you can count on us to provide reliable electricity at low rates. We are Richmond Power and Light, your hometown electric utility, building Richmond a better tomorrow.
Students, you'll love what your alumni office can do for you. Take advantage of career and networking opportunities on campus each year and learn about the support available to you following graduation at earlham.edu/alumni.
Well, starting to get late in this one as we move to the 7th. Sheasley, Shipley, and Robeson all due up here for the Engineers. Sheasley 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice to Danny Dopp. Quakers have a right-hander throwing in the bullpen. As Smith with a pitch in there for a strike. Quakers right now will throw Walter Talcott. Here's the 0-1. That pitch in there for a strike. And Sheasley quickly behind, no balls, 2 strikes here in the 7th inning. The wind and the pitch on the way. Reach for that one, and he strikes out. 1 away. That was not a good at-bat that time for Sheasley, and that'll bring up Connor Shipley. Shipley 1 for 1, a sacrifice, hit by a pitch. He's driven in a run. So quick out here in the 7th now for Howie Smith. The pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. As I said earlier, Howie has a tendency to get stronger as these games go along, and right now both these pitchers are doing an excellent job against a potent offense both ways. That pitch is low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Rose-Hulman team that coming in at 306. Quakers hitting at 315, but neither offense really going here today as that pitch is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Now to Shipley. Howie gets the sign. There's the leg kick and the pitch. Hit down the line. That'll go out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. In game 2 here this afternoon, it'll be Manchester and Mount St. Joe. Here's the break-even pitch again. This one hit into left field, and coming on will be Hcac. He'll make the catch, 2 away. And here's Davis Robeson.
Down at the plate, the right fielder,
Robeson 0 for 2. Had a sacrifice back in the first inning. Here's the pitch by Smith. Bunted third base side, but bunted foul. Robeson is grounded out twice here this afternoon after that sacrifice back in the first inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch, grounded toward Elkis. He'll take that one on the kind roll, and that'll do it. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 7 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, tied at 3. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Hi, this is Troy Argowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond.
We will head to the bottom half of inning number 7. Tied at 3 apiece. Great game early on here in this 2017 HCAC baseball tournament. Quakers the number 1 seed, the Engineers the number 4 seed, but
leading off the bottom of the 7th.
I don't know how much of an advantage anyone has in the tournament when you get into a double elimination situation like this and everybody's throwing their best. Hcac, Baker, and Lynch. Quaker offense has been held in check today by Sunderhouse as that pitch is up high, 1-0. Hcac singled in the second inning, reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. Right-hander with a pitch, and it's low 2-0. Isaiah Hcac can also be a stolen base threat, 7 of 9 on the year, part of that 145 stolen bases. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. Hcac thought that was inside. 2-1 now to Isaiah. Hit .313 coming into this tournament. Pitches outside, 3-1. Sunderhouse has only walked a couple today. We mentioned Howie Smith with just one walk. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and he missed him. Low and outside. And so the Quakers get a man on now here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's Kendall Baker.
Kendall Baker.
A little stir going on now in the Rose-Hulman bullpen. Walter Talcott was throwing earlier for the Quakers. Kendall a single and a fielder's choice. Quick throw to first. Be careful there if you're Isaiah Hcac. We saw Sunderhouse make a nice move earlier. He's got a quick move for a right-hander. A throw again to first, not in time. Of course, a lot of times you'll throw to first just to see what the hitter will do, if he will tip himself off. If he'll look to bunt, and he will. Baker, third base bunt, and that'll go foul. No balls and a strike. Of course, now the third baseman, Close, will make it a little bit harder for Baker as he comes in a couple of extra steps. Stretch again by Sunderhouse. Here's the pitch and pulls back. Ball gets away from Trusk. The throw down to second. Got him. And here comes Steve Sakasitz. He would like to get an explanation right here, because it looked like Hcac might have gotten his hand in there before the tag was laid on. Well, there will certainly be plenty of argument there, but nothing that Sack's going to be able to do about that one. So now one away, and the Quakers lose a valuable base runner here in the 7th inning. 1 ball and 1 strike. There is a cut and a foul ball. And we'll go to 1 and 2. Quakers lost to Kendall Baker earlier. Now Isaiah Hcac being thrown out down at second base. Sunderhouse will now go to work as Baker lifts this one into right center field. Base hit. Baker with his second single. So now the Quakers will pick up hit number 6. And here is Nate Lynch.
Center fielder number 2, Nate Lynch.
There is a left-hander now throwing for the Engineers. Nate 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. Kendall Baker, 15 stolen bases coming into this tournament. Stretch by Sunderhouse, and the pitch on the way, hit into center field, but Burnside is there. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. Well, you perhaps would have liked to have seen Nate take a couple of more pitches right there, and Sunderhouse had struggled against Isaiah Hcac and gave up the single to Baker. But now Matt Barger's had the hot bat today, at least from a standpoint of getting the extra base hit back in the 3rd inning, doubled and scored in the 3rd. But now 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and a quick throw to first. Baker was picked off back in the 2nd inning by the catcher Trusk. Kendall with his right foot on the green. Here's the pitch on the way. Swung on and foul tip, caught a piece of Trusk. Tied at 3 here in the 7th inning. Again, they get a close ball game like this late. Who's going to crack first? Earlham, the number 1 seed. Throw to first again. Rose-Hulman, the number 4 seed. Sunderhouse gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Just outside. Count is even to 1 ball and 1 strike. Looks like Chuck Alexa is throwing in the bullpen now for the Engineers. The stretch. And the 1-1 pitch, breaking ball hit foul. And we'll go to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boy, it isn't like both teams haven't had extra opportunities. When you look at Rose, they've had two other chances where they've had runners at third base and failed to score. Quakers have had two opportunities as well. They got Brennan Laird and Isaiah Hcac to third base and failed to score, as we'll throw again to first base. Baker again will take that big lead at first, held on by Wechselberger. The stretch by Sunderhouse, and the pitch on the way, grounded toward the shortstop, Schnitz. He'll flip on to Shipley. They'll get the force out at second base, and the Quakers will eventually go quietly here in the seventh. We'll head to the top half of inning number 8 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We're tied at 3 apiece. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all hand-picked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarSales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars.
Well, David Burnside will lead things off. Top of inning number 8, Howie Smith back in for another inning of work, and both bullpens have been active over the last inning or so. As Howie set to throw, and his first pitch to Burnside is popped up to the right side, and that'll go out of play. Burnside singled back in the first, flew out in the third, walked in the 5th inning. This is one guy you have to be very careful with. A .388 hitter coming in, 7 home runs, and a team-best 38 runs driven in. Howie backs off as Burnside will step out as well. Howie gets the sign, the leg kick, and the pitch. And that was an off-speed pitch, and Burnside out in front. And falls behind a no balls and 2 strikes. Nate Lynch playing a little deeper in center, as is Baker in right. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Bouncing in front of Krumloff. And we'll go to 1-2. Howie shakes off the sign. Now he gets the one he wants after shaking off the first 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way, and he missed low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Burnside, Trusk, and Schnitz here in the 8th inning. Each team with 3 runs and 6 hits. Boy, just off the outside corner. Earlham crowd thought they had a strikeout right there, but we'll go 3-2. Second time he's gone 3-2 to Burnside. The payoff pitch on the way, grounded toward the third baseman, Dopp. Strong arm across the diamond, 1 away. It is always hard to imagine that Dopp is a catcher by trade. He's played well at third. Here is Zach Trusk. Trusk is 1 for 3. Picked up his single back in the 3rd inning. Smith gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Hit hard, base hit into left field. So the Engineers get a man on. That is their 7th base hit. And that'll bring up Drew Schnitz.
Now batting the shortstop, number 5, Drew Schnitz.
Schnitz 0 for 3. Walter Talcott was throwing in the bullpen for Earlham. He has since sat down, but he's still there. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Howie again shaking off the first sign. He will now come home with a pitch, and this one is lined into right center field. Baker over to get it, but heading to third will be Trusk. And now the Engineers have runners at first and third. Back-to-back base hits. Still one away here in the 8th inning. And here's Brian Thomas. And we will have a visit to the mound as well as Walter Talcott again getting loose down in the bullpen. 8 hits now for the Engineers. Want to remind you today's game being brought to you in part by Harrington Oak Insurance. At Harrington Oak, they spend every day working to make our community better, safer, and more enjoyable because their focus is in insurance, and that's it. They're on top of industry changes and are a one-stop shop for all your insurance needs, whether it's business, personal, life, or health. That's why when it comes to protecting you and what's important to you, Harrington Oak insures it. Give them a call at 962-9502 or go to their website, harringtonhoak.com. Quakers will make a change. We'll tell you about the new pitcher coming up in a moment. We're tied at 3. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
Walter Talcott, the sophomore, he is out of Lafayette. Of course, he was the all-everything in his freshman year, but again, a little bit of a elbow issue here in his sophomore years, held him to just 8 appearances. He has only made 1 start this year, 13 2/3 innings, 18 hits, giving up 6 runs, 6 of those earned, 17 strikeouts, and 1 walk. In those 13 2/3 innings, he is 1-0 with an ERA of 3.95. So Walter coming in, he'll try to shut things down now for the Quakers with runners at first and third for the Engineers. And Brian Thomas coming to the plate. Ground ball right here, possibly get a double play, get out of the inning. Thomas singled in the 2nd inning and scored. 1 for 3 on the day. So Talcott in relief. The stretch by the right-hander. And the pitch on the way. Popped him up. Left side, Laird. In shallow left field will squeeze that one, and that's a big out right there. Runners will stay. So with 2 away, here's Kobe Close. Close 2 for 3. Singled in the 2nd, singled in the 6th inning. And 1 pitch, 1 out there for Talcott. Let's see if he can get now Kobe Close. The stretch by Walter. And the pitch on the way is in there for a strike. I always thought, of course, depending on how this whole tournament pans out, that maybe Talcott would be the X factor for the Quakers if they can use him a lot here in the tournament. That pitch low and outside. He is 100% healthy now, just again hasn't thrown the innings the way he did in his freshman season, in which he won 10 games. 1 ball and 1 strike. The stretch again by Talcott. Runners will get their leads on the corners. Here's the pitch. Hit foul. 1-2. Engineers trying to get the go-ahead run here in the 8th inning. One ball, 2 strikes. The stretch by Talcott. And the pitch on the way. Got him. The Engineers will leave 2 men on here in the top of the 8th inning. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 8 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, tied to 3 apiece.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank, a bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770.
Students, you'll love what your alumni office can do for you. Take advantage of career and networking opportunities on campus each year and learn about the support available to you following graduation at earlham.edu/alumni.
Well, Brennan Laird will lead things off as we will head to the bottom half of inning number 8. It'll be Laird, Elkis, and Robertson. Sunderhouse back in. His first pitch to Laird is inside for a ball. Boy, in all games, you always look back at who didn't take advantage of mistakes. Here's the pitch, and the breaking ball drops in for a strike. Laird thought that was inside. Or who was unable to get that run across late in a ball game. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Boy, that's low. That didn't miss by much either. 2-1 now to Laird. Laird doubled back in the first inning, struck out in the third, and grounded out in the 5th inning. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch on the way, low and outside, 3-1. Boy, Laird, I think he's kind of anxious to get on base. Boy, he's talking about Brennan at first base, and he has 33 stolen bases. He kind of gets antsy when he doesn't get on a chance to try to steal. Here's the wind in the 3-1 pitch, and there's a strike. And Brennan very rarely goes 3-2. This guy generally gets up there and starts hacking away. 3 balls, 2 strikes, Sunderhouse. Gets the sign, the payoff pitch on the way, hit foul, and Laird, knowing he had to swing at that one, too close to let go by. Asking the home plate umpire if that was a strike, and apparently he said yes. 3-2 is Sunderhouse. Gets the sign from Trusk. Again, the payoff pitch on the way, and that's low and outside for a walk for Brennan Laird. And now we'll have a visit to the mound. See if the Engineers will make a change right here. They have a left-hander, as we said, throwing in their bullpen. And I would imagine a little strategy session here as well. You have Brennan Laird, again, 33 stolen bases. And they will go to the bullpen. So we have a pitching change for the Engineers. We will come back and tell you about the new pitcher coming up in just a moment. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament right here. Radio Troy Digital Sports.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
We saw the left-hander throwing in the bullpen for the Engineers. Chuck Alexa will now enter the ball game. Sunderhouse done, though he threw 7 solid innings here today, giving Rose a chance to win this opening game. For Alexa, he'll be making his 17th appearance, 23 and a third innings, giving up 30 hits, 18 runs, 15 earned, 25 strikeouts, and 9 walks. He is 3-4 on the year with an ERA of 5.79. So Alexa will step in and try to make sure the Quakers don't get that go-ahead run. Alexa out of Schererville, Indiana, played his high school baseball at Lake Central High School. Here's Elkis. Elkis, a couple of runs driven in today. So now the big right-handed power hitter against the lefty, Alexa. The stretch and the pitch on the way, and it's in there for a strike. Keep an eye on Brennan Laird down at first base. Has that right foot on the green. The pitch on the way is high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. If Laird's going to go, he's going to go pretty quick, I have a feeling. The stretch and the pitch hit foul. Of course, now with Elkis behind the count of 1 ball, 2 strikes, he may not go at first. Alexa gets the sign, the stretch. And the pitch on the way, high and outside. Snap throw to first, not in time. But again, Trusk, strong arm behind the plate. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch on the way and a breaking ball hit foul. Elkis holding back on that breaking pitch. It came in on his fist. And we'll stay at 2-2. See what Laird does here at first base. The pitch. Popped him up. Shortstop Schnitz is there, and shallow center makes the catch, and there is 1 away. That's a big out, getting Eric Elkis.
Now at the plate, the designated hitter.
Here's Addison Robertson.
Addison Robertson.
Well, a little surprised they didn't go ahead and send Brannon at some point. Let's see if they'll try to get him in a scoring position. As Alexa comes set, here's the pitch, and it's outside for a ball. Robertson 0 for 3 today. Alexa comes set, here's the pitch. Up high, 2-0. Mentioned Manchester, Mount St. Joe following this one. Here's the pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Robertson again DHing here this afternoon as Alexa ready to throw, and the pitch on the way is up high, 3 balls and a strike. Well, Laird has not even given any indication yet that he's ready to run at first base. Again, the Quakers, no stolen bases so far. Here he goes, and a swing and a miss, throw down to second, and got him. Boy, nice throw by Trusk, and they will get Brennan Laird at second base. And the Quakers just unable to run here this afternoon. So now they lose another base runner, 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 away. And Alexa, with the payout pitch on the way, hits him. So the inning will stay alive here for Earlham, and that'll bring up Cody Krumloff.
Coming to the plate, the catcher, number 5, Cody Krumloff.
Cody singled in the second, grounded out in the 4th, and walked in the 6th inning. Addison Robertson down at first base. Quakers have not had the success running today. I doubt he's going anywhere. They're going to give Krumloff a chance to hit right here with a left-handed pitcher, and that ball is low and inside, 1-0. It is rare that Earlham would not have a stolen base, especially here at home, but today Trusk has done his job. He undoubtedly, if you look at the MVP of this one, it might be the guy behind the plate. The stretch and the 1-0 pitch. Hit to the right side. That'll get through for a base hit. Robertson will stay at second as the right fielder Robertson was up and throwing. And now the Quakers have runners at first and second. Base hit number 7 now for the Quakers. And here's Danny Dopp.
Now batting the third baseman, number 7, Danny Dopp.
Dopp 0 for 2 with a walk. Alexa with the pitch. Dopp will take it for a strike. Well, much like what we saw in the top half of the inning, Rose got 2 runners on, failed to score. Quakers have 2 runners on here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Well, there's a nice pitch in there for a strike, and Dopp quickly behind it 0-2. Robertson at second, Krumloff at first. Stretch again by Alexa, and the pitch on the way is outside. Well, you pitch in tournament play, you have a little more on that fastball than you normally would. A lot of momentum. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt, blocked there by Trusk. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dopp has gone to the right side twice. Let's see if he can do it again right here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on. The stretch by Alexa and the pitch on the way. Grounded over the middle. Schnitz charging. Will throw to first, and that will do it for the Quakers. We will head to the top half of inning number 9 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We're tied at 3 apiece. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made 1 cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made 1 is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
There's one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
Tournament baseball being brought to you by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, just $3.50. It's Thursday, the Italian BMT, Friday, the tuna, and Saturday, the Black Forest ham. Treat yourself at Subway, 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. 9th inning. And we have decided nothing yet between the number 1 seed and the number 4 seed in the opening round of the HCAC baseball tournament. Wexelberger will lead things off, followed by Sheasley and Shipley. Talcott back in for the Quakers. Got a huge strikeout to end the last inning, and there's an off-speed pitch swung on and missed. Wexelberger 0 for 3. His first look at Walter Talcott. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Well, Howie will not get the win here today. Looking for his 9th win of the year. Here's the wind and the 0-2 pitch outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Walter gets the sign. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Grounded to the right side. Charging will be Barger, and he bobbles it, and that'll be an error. So the Quakers committing their second error of the day, and now Rose has a man on here in the 9th inning. Well, just a case that time for Barger charging on that ball and was going to try to make the throw before he got it. Sheasley will step to the plate. We'll see if he'll try to bunt the man over. He is squaring. Here's the pitch. Bunted in the air and foul. Sheasley 0 for 3. Third baseman Dopp. See him playing in front of the bag and close to the line. The stretch again. And the pitch. Bunted out in front of the plate. Kromloff will have a play down at second. The throw to first not in time. And the runner at second base is going to say that Brennan Laird was not even close to the bag. And so we're going to have an argument down at second base. And umpire there, he's had a workout today. Good job by Kromloff. He's got such a strong arm. They'll get the lead runner there, and that means that Sheasley is at first base. But now 1 out. That's a big out right there. But how about Kromloff? His throw to second. Here's Connor Shipley.
Now batting the second baseman, number 12, Connor Shipley.
Shipley's lone base hit happening in the 5th inning. So 1 out as Talcott ready to throw on the pitch right down the middle for a strike. Boy, he's looking pretty good today. You know, he had a couple of rough outings late in the year. But so far today, Talcott looking pretty sharp. Here's the stretch. And the pitch on the way, hit to the second baseman, Barger. Flips on to Laird, to first, double play. 4-6-3 twin killing. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. We're tied at 3 in the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Scoreboard. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Isaiah Shank will lead things off for the Quakers as we move to the bottom half of inning number 9. Alexa, the left-hander, back in for another inning of work, and we'll see if the Quakers can squeeze across a run. It'll be Shank, Baker, and Lynch as we'll go 8, 9, and 1 in the order. And that double play getting the Quakers out of that 9th inning. Alexa ready to throw, and the left-hander's first pitch is hit foul. Big cut that time by Shake. Isaiah singled back in the 2nd inning. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. Walked in the 7th inning. Alexa with the sign and the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball stays outside. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Time called before the pitch. Here's the 1-1 delivery. This one looped into right field, and diving and not making the catch is Robeson. Great effort by Robeson. He had a long way to go. as that one pops out, and that'll be a base hit by Isaiah Hcac. Well, that's a great effort by Robeson, the right fielder. Here's Kendall Baker.
Now batting the right fielder, number 1, Kendall Baker.
That would have been the defensive play of the game right there, as Robeson, almost a track meet trying to get to that fly ball. So now the Quakers have a man on, third baseman close, trying to take the bunt away. Baker lays it down. Coming off the mound is Alexa. His only plays at first base, so Kendall Baker, he does his job, sacrifices the runner to second base. One away now, and that'll bring up Nate Lynch.
To the plate, the center fielder, number 2, Nate Lynch.
Lynch 0 for 3 today. Quakers have the winning run now at second base. Alexa comes set. Right-hander throwing in the Rose bullpen as that breaking ball is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. This is, you look at a game like this, this may be the entire tournament this way. 4 very good baseball teams playing for the championship. Popped up left side, and that'll go out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Lynch. Boy, love to get this guy on right here. Barger and Laird behind him. But more importantly, get that runner to third if you can. But Alexa, left-hander. You see Nate Lynch, left-handed hitter. The stretch and the pitch on the way, and that's in there for a strike. Good breaking ball again by Alexa. And it break right at the very end. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Lynch. Alexa gets the sign again from Trusk. Here's the pitch on the way. Hit foul. Lynch is a very good contact hitter and doesn't strike out a lot. We'll stay at 1 and 2. Runner at second base, Isaiah Hcac. Alexa checks the runner. Here's the pitch on the way to the plate, and that one too hit out of play. Nate Lynch. Alexa gets the sign. Runner with a lead at second. Here's the pitch on the way, and that one high and inside, 2 and 2. Lynch against Alexa. Bottom of the 9th, runner at second. The pitch. Popped him up left side. Close in foul territory. The third baseman very close to the bullpen, and he can't come up with it. That one just over the fence, and I thought he was going to make the catch. And Lynch is going to get another chance. Two balls, 2 strikes. What a battle going on right now between Alexa and Lynch. The stretch and the pitch on the way. Got him. Big strikeout of Nate Lynch. 2 away. And now it's Matt Barger.
Second baseman, number 20, Matt Barger.
Barger's lone hit coming back in the 3rd inning, a double. Each team with 8 base hits. Barger steps in. Alexa ready to throw, and the pitch on the way is high and outside, ball 1. Brennan Laird on deck. He's hoping, too, he can get a chance unless Barger can come up with a game-winning base hit right here. That one hit back up the middle. The shortstop, Schnitz, high throw, but he gets back on the bag at first base, and we're going to go to extra innings. Quakers had their chance, had a runner in scoring position, but we will head now to the top of inning number 10. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, we're tied at 3 apiece. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament.
We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners. Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
We will go to extra innings. Rose-Hulman had their chance in the ninth. Quakers had their chance as well. Neither team able to get a run across. Robeson, Burnside, and Trusk all due up. Walter Talcott back in. He came in the 8th inning. So far has not given up a base hit. Robeson 0 for 3 with a sacrifice, and Talcott's first pitch is outside, ball 1. Three runs, 8 hits, no errors for Rose. 3, 8, and 2 for the Quakers. This one tapped over the mound. Barger near the bag, throws to first. There's one away. Here's Burnside. 1 for 3. Single back in the first inning. So one away here in the top of the 10th inning. I'll check here real quick. Quakers, I don't think they played very many extra inning games this year. In fact, this might be the first. None on the schedule. In fact, none that we can remember here anyway. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Popped him up. Boy, that another sky high as the shortstop Laird in shallow center will make the catch. 2 away. Here's Zach Trusk. Trusk, couple of base hits. 2 for 4. Look ahead to the bottom of the 10th inning. It'll be Laird, Elkis, and Robertson all due up. Talcott with the pitch. In there for a strike. 2 away here in the top of inning number 10. Game 1. Followed by Manchester and Mount St. Joe. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. It's inside. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Trusk singled in the 3rd. He singled in the 8th inning. He was left stranded at 3rd in inning number 8. Krumloff will set up on the outside corner. The pitch swung on and hit foul. One ball, 2 strikes. Talcott set to throw. Here's the leg kick and the pitch, and got him swinging. And that'll do it for Trusk. A 1-2-3 10th inning. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 10. Quakers and the Engineers tied at 3 apiece. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hey, Chuck, where are you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto and business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Head to the bottom of the 10th inning. It'll be Brandon Laird to lead things off for the Quakers. Laird, Elkis, and Robertson. Brandon doubled back in the first inning. That's his lone hit of the day, and this one grounded towards Schnitz. He'll have to hurry. Charges, throws high, and throws that one almost into the bullpen. Well, he knew he had to hurry as Brandon Laird down the line quickly, and that'll be an error on the shortstop Schnitz. That will be their first. So now the Quakers have a man on. Now, the ball ended up hitting the bullpen fence in front, which is higher than the fence that goes out toward the outfield. So now there will be a little discussion between the umpires and Steve Sakasitz. The ball stayed in play, but if it goes in the dugout, you get the extra base. That ball did not go into the bullpen, though, as it ended up hitting the higher fence coming into the field itself. So as long as it stays in play, I think that's okay right there. Now, if it had gone into the dugout or into the bullpen, you would have gotten the extra base. However you want to look at it, the Quakers have a man on, and here's Eric Elkis.
The first baseman, number 19, Eric Elkis.
Elkis 0 for 3. Does have a couple of runs driven in. Alexa set to throw on the pitch on the way. Hit back up the middle, nearly took his head off. That's a big-time hit, and Alexa went down in a heap. Boy, you'd hate to be a pitcher and see that coming back at you like that. And now we've got another pitching change, I do believe, and we will. So Rose-Hulman, with 2 runners on, no outs here in the bottom of the 10th, will make a pitching change. We'll tell you about the new pitcher coming up in just a moment. This is the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
When it comes to coverage of high school, college, and professional sports in Richmond and Wayne County, Radio Troy Digital Sports is a game changer. Hi, this is Troy Derengowski. We are now your one-stop website for the best sports coverage in the area. From the Red Devils to the Colts and the Hoosiers, we have you covered. Check out the daily sports page, player and coach interviews, play-by-play of high school and college athletics, and much, much more. Check it out every day on RadioTroy.com.
Clayton Mayfield will make his first appearance in the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament. This is his 20th appearance overall. 31 in the third innings. He has given up 23 hits, 13 runs, 11 of those earned, 20 strikeouts in 9 walks. He is 3-3 on the year with an ERA of 3.16. Quakers runners at first and second. Elkis with that base hit. Better give the Quakers one more right there. And here is Addison Robertson. Let's see if he'll sacrifice the 2 runners over. So now Mayfield, the right-hander, is in. Little sprinkles going on now here at Randall R. Sadler. Throw back to second, not in time. The last thing we need to see is any rain. So Mayfield comes set. Here's the pitch, and the pitch is outside. Robertson was showing bunt. You could see the shift on with the third baseman close coming in. Schnitz heading to third. Mayfield out of Brentwood, Tennessee. Just a freshman. The stretch and the pitch. Bunted first base side. Excellent bunt by Robertson. And he does his job. Runners now at second and third. Quakers having to play small ball here today, again without getting stolen bases, and here is Cody Krumloff. Cody, 2 base hits, 2 for 3 with a walk. He is a captain. He's the senior, and they may walk him, and they're going to. They're going to get to Danny Dopp instead. So an intentional walk will be given up now to Krumloff. The Quakers will have a bases-loaded situation. This, of course, will set up a force at any base and also set up a double play opportunity. And Danny Dopp 0 for 3 today. So we'll go ahead and put the runner on. Mayfield has 1 more to go, and now it'll be up to Danny. Well, I tell you what, that one was pretty close to being over the plate. Krumloff could have taken a cut at that one. That pitch by Mayfield came too far inside. He probably should have taken a whack at that one.
The third baseman, number 7, Danny Dopp.
Here's Danny Dopp. 1 away, bottom of the 10th inning. Earlham crowd in force here today. A lot of folks coming over from Terre Haute as well. Dopp steps in. The stretch by the right-hander, and the pitch is low and outside, ball 1. Boy, and if you're Dopp, you know you're going to get something good to hit. Because Mayfield cannot walk. Danny Dopp right here. The infield is in as well. Those percentages will go up. Pitch is low, 2-0. Not even having to worry about a guessing game right here. Mayfield needs a strike. Dopp just wants to drive it in the outfield if he can, as that pitch is a strike. 2-1. Laird at third. He represents the winning run. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away as Mayfield gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Way outside, 3-1. By the way, this is the first extra inning game in the HCAC tournament since 2014. And now Trusk out to talk to Mayfield. It's all up to the right-hander Mayfield now. Just a freshman. 2 freshmen may decide the opening game of the 2017 HCAC baseball tournament in game 1. 3 balls and a strike. Dopp will be looking fastball right here. Mayfield now with the pressure. Here's your 3-1 pitch on the way. Popped him up down the right field line. Robeson coming over, and watch that one go out of play. So now 3-2. for Danny Dopp down to this right here. Possibly for Dopp getting a base-winning hit here in the opening game of the tournament. Mayfield comes set. Here's the payoff pitch on the way. Back up the middle, base hit. Nearly took the umpire out, and the Quakers will win game one. Danny Dopp with the game-winning base hit. And the Quakers win it here by a final of 4-3 in the opening game of the HCAC baseball tournament. I'm not sure what the discussion is to our left as the head coach for Rose-Hulman coming out, but I'm not sure what that argument would be about. We will come back and put a wrap on this one in just a moment. This is the 2017 HCAC baseball tournament. Radio Troy Digital Sports.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Well, a classic in game number one as the Quakers get the base hit. Danny Dopp driving in Brandon Laird, and the Quakers win it in the bottom half of inning number 10. Quakers 4, Rose-Hulman 3. Quakers will play at 9:30 tomorrow. They'll play the winner of Mount St. Joe and Manchester, which is coming up. That's a 3:30 start time here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. By the way, the winning pitcher, Walter Talcott, now 2-0. Mayfield came in on relief. That was not his runner, though, that ended up scoring. The losing pitcher in this one here today will be Chuck Alexa, as he gave up that run to Brennan Laird, who reached on the air, I should say, on Schnitz. So the air ended up costing Rose-Hulman in the ball game here late. Again, your final score, Earlham 4, Rose-Hulman 3. Thanks for being with us. This has been live coverage of the 2017 HCAC Baseball Tournament, Radio Troy Digital Sports.